My name is Abdulaziz Alshehri. I come from Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, and it was like 16 hours flying. It's the longest flight I have ever had. Oh, it's really tough competition. It was a very good game. It was very close as well. So I finally got through. I actually dominated the last game, and I deserved to go. Oh, I didn't actually sleep last night. So the pressure is incredible high. He was playing so good, but I dominated the game. It's always amazing to feel the winning, but I can't really describe it. So let's just wait and see. Hi, my family. I hope I made you proud. And yeah, just one more game now. It's now all or nothing. So either to win it or to win it. No other choice.
Well, what a model professional this guy really is. The 2015 FIFA Interactive World Cup champion. And, well, to say he just pulled out that performance and apparently didn't sleep last night.
I mean, that's sensational when you're considering they've been playing for the best part of 7-8 hours today from an early start, and he's still playing at that level. Fair play to you. Team no sleep.
Very first game of the day as well, wasn't he? It was the very first highlighted matches we did this morning, a long time ago. But of course, the guys are getting themselves ready. You can see they're just setting up their team. You can see the little custom tactics they're setting up here, Spencer.
Yeah, of course. And obviously, the legends are out of the question for this one. So we're seeing the likes of Kante come in. We're seeing the likes of Modric in this 4-1-2-1-2 diamond formation. Suarez in behind the strikers there. So the Royal is out of his comfort zone. No more legends for you. But can you make the comeback? You need at least, well, he needs really 3 goals, because 2 goals will do it, actually. 2 goals is the only result that can actually take us to extra time.
Well, see if he can try and sneak one through right at the start there. Of course, his FUT Champions match is brought to you by Progressive. And, of course, it's just a 2-0 lead. It's not insurmountable for the Royal here.
It's not, and 2-0 to the Royal is the only result that can take us to extra time. Every other result will result in a winner on the away goals rule. So if he wins 2-0 and he turns up, we'll go to a golden goal situation, as we discussed. But that's a big ask, considering he just got beaten 2-0 in his own backyard, you know, on his preferred console. So we'll see what he can do. Ultimately, if we see a goal from Mr. Dunn, it could be all over.
Well, clinical finishing is what the Royal needs to do here, and that is a good start. That is an away goal. Messi scores for the Royal. 2-1, game on.
What a start. He's played Alshehri at his own game there with that ball through the middle into Messi. And unbelievably, we're seeing these guys turn up in their away game, basically. It's against everything we thought would happen, but it shows you the level these guys are playing at.
Yeah, we'll let you know exactly what happens if we are tied by the end of this one once we get to that scenario. But just to remind you here, playing, of course, from left to right in the black, unchanged from the last game, is Abdul. And from right to left is, of course, the Royal, playing this time in yellow, was playing in the blue kit in the last one. Let's see how this works. That's a nice little slide tackle from Ramos to keep possession. So the early goal, a little bit of a booster, if you like, for the Royal.
That's a great ball.
Starting this one off.
That's a cracking through ball there to Ronaldo. But overhead, Ronaldo's made some good run. Kante instead pulls it across to Messi. Messi tries the shot a little early on there. Maybe could have held it up and dragged it. Maybe a little back heel to Suarez. You could see he was making the run into the box.
Yeah, really impressive start from the Royals. Kind of wondering where this was in the last game, to be honest, because although mentality affects these games hugely, knowing that the result of the first game changes the way they play, but you may have also seen a substitution drop down there at the start of the game. Kante coming on for Nzonzi for the Royal. I think that was a chemistry-based thing. He would have started with Nzonzi because of the league he plays in. It made sense. It allowed everyone else to be on their top game, and then quite early into the match, he just substituted on the Frenchman and Kante, who could be good for him. Messi!
Oh, the equaliser chance is still there. There's another chance. Neuer's back up, pops up. But this early dominated possession in the first 20 has been all the Royal so far.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going on with Mr. Dunn here. Great first leg, but this is completely a game of 2 halves, or a game of 2 legs, whatever you want to call it. Fantastic from... Oh, surely not. Surely not!
Oh, left foot there. Neuer just having to palm it wide. Will be a corner here for the Royal. And looks like another corner. Actually, maybe a foul there. Yeah, it will be a free kick then And it's going to be Messi to drift this one in. Can he get a head on it? No, not quite. Will be knocked away, but it falls kindly for him. That will drop nicely as well. Just deflecting wide. Yeah, and he did come off his own teammate. So that will be goal kick here for Alshehri.
Right now, the Royals only really playing against one player, and that's Manuel Neuer. Everyone else might as well not be there. I mean, Neuer's good enough to keep him out of this game. If he has a big game, like we've seen David De Gea sticking a few times today, then it still might not be enough for the Royal. But we need to see more from Abdulaziz Alshehri. It's not really the sort of gameplay we've expected. The possession's not been there. It's only 25 minutes into this first half, but I expect him to come into this game as it progresses.
Not had a single shot so far. 6 shots for the Royal. Messi going to cut inside. This is a real big chance, and Sergio Ramos had to be strong there for the Royal to cut out that real goal-scoring chance to slot it back. It's not over yet, though. Modric gets it back to Messi, and Pogba, strong and ever-present, gets it clear, but he's run himself out of position, and Abdulaziz has managed to keep hold of the ball. Messi back down into the corner. He's beaten his man. He turns and he runs straight into his opposite number. Messi for the Royal.
Really good defending from the Royal there. Never easy defending against Lionel Messi. You know, he shows a little bit of the ball, then he takes it away from you again. First touch is magnificent, and that's actually something that Alshehri is known for in the way that he plays. You know, his first few touches on the ball is what allows him to dominate possession, because he just keeps it away from his opponent and then plans the next pass and the next pass and the next pass. So you've got to be really quick, and you've got to have amazing anticipation skills to really get the ball off him.
Ball given away sloppily a couple of times there, and well, will be the same here for Alshehri, which allows now a possible chance for the Royal going forward. Messi going to be sent through. Oh, he's got past his man. Can he slot it in? He can! It's 2-0. The Royal will bring us back all level on aggregate.
Unbelievable scenes here in Sydney. 2-2. I mean, I didn't think it was going to happen, I'll be honest with you. I knew it was possible. He's good enough for sure, but he has turned it round. It's a complete 180 flip reversal of the first leg. If it stays like this, we're going to golden goal, baby!
Well, we've got a long way to go, 35 minutes, but this has been all one-way traffic so far. We're still yet to see a shot from Abdulaziz. The pressure on him. Now, remember, he has come back in his very first game of the morning. He had to come back from 2-1 down, took it to 4-2, so he totally has it in his pocket. But that's another great through ball. Messi with a chance to lay it across the box, pulls it back to Modric.
Oh, wow.
Modric tackled in the box, it's not cleared yet. Sergio Ramos casually puts it down to Juan Fran on the right wing, and eventually will clear his lines, switching the play back to the top.
Thought he might have had a shot there with Modric. Left foot across the keeper is worth a goal, I would have said. The pass he tried to play was going to be difficult to find his man there. I mean, I don't know what's happened to Abdulaziz in this game. He might get... Oh, what a tackle that is. That's unbelievable. You know what? I feel like the Royal has been hustling us, and he's been a PlayStation player this whole time.
Well, he's certainly doing. No, the funny thing is, of course, that both of these guys winning 2-0, at least for now, on their away console. That's the console that they've not come here to play on primarily, and of course that they won their tickets to Berlin on already. Here's another attack though from Alshehri. It is small in there. He will be able to keep that away, and Walker turning nicely away from his man, and this should be now the Royal. Of course, if he scores now, then it all becomes very dangerous for Alshehri.
The high pressing play from Alshehri has put him in a little bit of danger there. You could see the Royal had a really good chance of pushing it through, but David Alaba going to switch play down to Juan Fran, switch the wings as we go into half-time. And look at that, the stats say everything. Not a single shot on goal from Alshehri, 7 shots with 5 on target so far for the Royal. Has put him back level.
Yeah, and 56% possession, while still dominant, is seriously low for what he's used to, Abdulaziz. And I think you're always going to expect him to dominate possession because it's his game. If he doesn't keep possession, his whole game plan's gone out the window. But it's what he's doing with the ball, and the fact is he's not doing a lot because he hasn't had a single shot. What the Royal was doing right here is actually really, really impressive. And managing to not only get a few shots on goal, but really dominate in front of his opponent's goal and keeping the ball in those danger areas with only 44% possession. And the only thing you could say against the Royal here is that... Oh, hang on. Oh, I was going to say maybe he got his 2 goals quite early because he got himself back in, and now he's given Alshehri a lot of time to return. But the fact is he's dominating the game. This is his 6th shot just with Lionel Messi alone. I mean, if he gets his 3rd goal, obviously Abdulaziz is going to need a couple goals because he's going to have an away goal advantage.
Ronaldo on the edge of the box in a position which we've seen these guys not afraid to shoot from. This could be a chance for Alshehri. Oh, defender just got in front of him there. And that will be safe for the Royal.
Yeah, that was close. 10-10 stuff here. As you can see, aggregate score is 2-2. 2-0 to Alshehri on the Xbox. Now 2-0 lead for the Royal here on the PlayStation. Both away goals, so of course they cancel each other out. And if, as was pointed out, the Royal gets a third goal, makes it 3-0, then Alshehri will need 2 clear goals. So he needs to be, what, 3-2 in aggregate in the end, of course. If that's confusing, don't worry, we'll talk you through it as the goals come. As it stands, we are looking at a potential tie and a golden goal extra time.
And normally it would be an advantage for Alshehri if it went to a golden goal situation, because he'd have more time on his own console, but he's losing on his own console and he won on the other one, so maybe he wouldn't want it.
Here we go, Walker going left, Ronaldo, surely no! Neuer once again diving down low to his left. We'll push it out for another corner here. Alshehri holding on. Is that going in? Oh, wow. That was close. That was real close.
I mean, he needs to make these chances count, because it will come back to bite him if he doesn't take one eventually. And I've really got to question the tactics of Alshehri here. I mean, doing that goal kick there is essentially a time-wasting ploy, and he's not winning this game. In fact, he's in danger because the Royal needs one more goal and he'll have the away goal advantage. So I'm not really seeing the right mentality from Alshehri in this game. I'm not sure what he's thinking with some of his choices.
Well, a bit of pressure maybe building. Suarez down the wing. Certainly not seeing what we expected, and certainly what he showed on the Xbox. Alaba can't get the ball across. Suarez had gone offside. Now he's back on, looking to try and play this one through. Maybe toying with his opponent, who knows? Alaba to Pogba, back across the middle. Modric finds Ronaldo, who gets Messi let loose now. Messi trying to cut it in. He has to beat his opponent and can't get past Marcelo.
Yeah, I mean, he's not even had the possession that he had in the first half, I wouldn't say, in the second half. I'd say, based on the few minutes we've seen of this second half, he might even have less than 50% possession, Alshehri, right now. So he really needs to step it up. We're not seeing the Alshehri we're used to.
Is he wobbling? We are looking like we're going to be seeing some changes, possibly from the Royal here. Let's have a look. I think it's actually Alshehri that's just shuffling around his lineup, maybe bringing in a couple of substitutes, knowing that, you know, a sneaky goal at this point could give him the victory.
So he's just having a look, actually. We can see his screen. He was actually having a look at what the Royal was doing as well, working out why. Because I can tell what's going through his head. He's thinking, what's happening here? This is so different to the first leg. What has he changed? I need to work that out and make some changes myself.
So he brings Neymar on for Suarez. That's the main change. He felt he perhaps wasn't getting the speed out of Suarez, and a very similar style of player, honestly. Obviously, both similar stats, but Neymar just that little bit quicker. Yeah,
and Alshehri is actually known for always having a look at his opponent's formation and kind of trying to line up against it and make the appropriate changes, and he needs to do that right now because it's just not working for him in the second leg. It's been a really poor performance by his standards, you have to say, and the Royal has done really well because he could have easily felt down and out after that first leg, losing 2-0 on his own console, but he stepped it up big time.
Pogba nearly muscling his way through up front there. He's still not got back into position, and that's going to leave a hole that the Royal could certainly exploit. Suarez trying to push through. Messi trying to run him off the ball. Gets it back to Ronaldo. Now across to Pogba. Through to Messi. Open chance to lay it through to Suarez. Surely!
Wow!
The winner not quite there. Ronaldo, it's not clear yet. Ronaldo back to Suarez! That's the goal! The Royal makes it 3-0, and that puts Abdulaziz Alshehri in some real danger.
That is a huge goal in the context of this tie. He's gone 3-2 up, but more importantly, he scored 3 away goals, which now means that Alshehri needs to get 2 in order to go through. I mean, based on this performance, it's not going to happen.
Well, I don't think he's had 2 chances, has he? Realistically, in this game, doesn't seem to have been anywhere near that. We are seeing a couple of changes once again coming in as we get down to those all-important last few minutes. Obviously, the pressure building here, whopping $10,000 on the line, and more importantly, the title here in Sydney.
Yeah, taking it to $30,000 overall, of course, and the Royal just freshening up his midfield, bringing on the Belgian Nangolan in there. You know, it's important to have energy. You're going to do a lot of running in there. Nangolan's like a box-to-box midfielder, so he can help out the attack, but most importantly, help out with the defence, which is what he needs to do, because right now he's in such a commanding position. He can even concede 1 goal and he'll still be okay.
Gareth Bale coming on for Abdulaziz as well, so a change there. So, just to make it clear to you guys at home, Abdulaziz Alshehri needs to score 2 goals in this game to pick up the victory, or the Royal will be going home as the regional champion. Messi intercepts it. Of course, the Royal playing in yellow. Passes back to De Gea, and that's a dangerous clearance. Not going to quite be as troublesome, though, as you may hope. Marcelo just playing a 1-2 with Vidal there. A risky game he's playing there. Nyanglan, the man that's just come on down that wing. Marcelo's going to make a run here, can go for the overlap, tries the through ball. A little too much to ask for him.
It's interesting to me now what the Royal does for the rest of this game, because he essentially needs to play Abdulaziz at his own game. He needs to just keep the ball. You know, and the risk he plays by trying to continue to attack is that he leaves gaps. So if he just keeps the ball, he'll be fine, because he's got 2 goals. You know, he can afford to concede 1 and still be fine.
Surely, Pogba scores.
Wow!
Well, 1 left. Okay, we've got 8 minutes left of regular time, and that's all we're going to have. Abdulaziz Alshehri, the man on your screen, gets himself a goal on his home console, but he has to score again.
Yeah, it's 3-all in aggregate, but the Royal has the away goals advantage here. And what a fixture we've seen. I mean, I couldn't have predicted this after the first leg. Unbelievable scenes, and it may be too late for Abdulaziz to get back into this game, but he's given himself a chance, he's given himself a lifeline.
And the Royal has to hold the ball now, can't afford to give Abdulaziz a chance to get back into this one. Almost lost it there with Messi. Will keep a hold of it for now, though, playing things around nicely. Looking for that space, but is that it? Has he lost it? No, he gains it back here with Suarez. Will finally be cut out, and now
surely not.
Abdulaziz, is he going to be on the charge? Can he pick up a winning goal here? Neymar going to be tackled out as a throw-in.
Huge tackle there from Chris Smalling. What a player in this game. Alaba now on the ball. Abdulaziz needs to do it now. He needs to go attacking. He needs to throw everything at him if he's got any chance of winning this cross-console final. 3-all on aggregate, but the Royal leads on away goals.
3 minutes extra time is all he has. He has to get a shot off, and he has to make it count. Gareth Bale slides it through to Messi. Messi might go for goal! And De Gea makes the save. It's going to be a corner. Now he can go either tight. Looks like he's going to try and go for the inside post goal. It's fell back surely for Pogba. Oh, it wasn't a kind bounce. And that's going to get cleared, and that may well have been the chance.
We see how big Neuer's been in this game, making 8 saves, and that made all the difference. What a turnaround for that man, the Royal. He is the champion.
Absolutely amazing game. After that 2-0 for Alshehri in the first leg, who would have thought that the Royal would show such composure there, would be able to push things through here and come out as the champion. Absolutely amazing play, guys.
Welcome back, everyone, to my favorite part of any competition, the handing of the trophy to our winner of the regional final in Sydney, Australia, Mr. Royal. And to do this, to do the honors, is EA's FIFA Commissioner Brett Koning. Sir, it's all you.
Wow. What a comeback. In the first leg, we thought you were down and out. What changed in your game plan to come back in that second match?
In FIFA, it's not too late to come back. I mean, Al-Basha proved it last year. So I knew it's not over, and I kept on focusing, and I've won the next game. That's it.